It's time for you to make your
I would also like to
decision,
ask my companions for advice. What do you think about all this?
Perhaps your power came from the abyss. That your beautiful soul has cleansed it of all evil. Don't reject this power, for you have already proved that you are worthy of it.
I enjoy feeling mythic power within me. But my life was perfectly fine before it. So it is up to you to decide.
Being around you is so much fun. The whole world is ablaze. War is raging, but even those who are on the verge of dying smile when they see you. This power is good. Perhaps it was evil before, but you have made it good. Don't throw it away.
As a cave monster who's going to grow old and die in about 10 years' time, I can tell you this. There's no power in the world that's worth selling yourself out to the abyss for. Being the invincible companion of the magical commander was fun and all, but we don't need it. It doesn't really matter how much magic they've heaped on you. You're the commander because you have the heart and mind of a true commander. Screw your power. Don't betray yourself. That way, we'll win.
I don't see any reason for deliberation. Your power is chaotic and capricious, and it originates from a demonic source. I doubt you can even control it. Heed the words of the goddess. Reject it. And then we will hunt down the real Vorlesh and deliver the punishment she deserves.
It's not my place to gainsay the will of my goddess, but the thing is, I can sense evil. And I don't sense it in your power at all. I just don't. Whatever those horned monsters had planned for you, you definitely aren't playing by their rules.
You gave hope to the Crusaders in their darkest hour, even when all seemed lost and only despair and death lay ahead. With these powers, you have saved countless lives, and you will save more. Of course you must keep them.
My brother is wise. Listen to his advice.
Someone pinch me. We are standing in the presence of the most pompous goddess in the world, debating whether we should listen to her or send her packing along with her invaluable opinions. I shall remember this moment for the rest of my life. Even as I stand in Pharasma's court, I shall tell this story to anyone who will listen. As for your question, by all means, tell her to go to the abyss. The power is yours, and yours alone.
I hate it when they corner you and demand answers out of you. But fine, I'll tell you what I think. With you, I've always had my freedom, Chief, so I'll speak freely. Be who you are and don't count on gifts from nobody. You gave me the same advice back in Alishanira, remember? And I've never regretted following it. Maybe you won't have the powers you had before, but do you really need somebody's permission to do what you want to do? That's what it's all about.
Experience tells me that it's wiser to trust yourself and your own abilities. You can't trust what clients tell you. One day you're a hero, the next you're working for the enemy. Sorry, but it all looks like a setup to me. First they tell you to lay down your weapons, and then, once you're unarmed, they finish you off in some back alley.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view. You are an experiment started by Aurilu Vorlesh, and terminating it before it is complete would be foolish, not to mention impolite.
Listen to the goddess, War Chief. And if you won't listen to her, then listen to me. You don't need these thrice cursed powers. You're the strongest of the strong, and the bravest of the brave, even without the gifts of a mad sorceress.
I've made my decision.
I am waiting for your answer. I hope you will choose wisely.
Quite right. Make your choice, and make it the right one.
And here we have our choice. We can keep the powers of the Azata if we wish, and become an even stronger Azata, continuing on until we eventually reach the end and ascend. We could also change our powers entirely, There are 3 options for it. 2 of them are not available to me because I didn't follow things. But because I helped out Haliceliax, I could instead change my path entirely and become a gold dragon. And they do often say, given the choice between being normal and being a dragon, choose to be a dragon. Then again, as an Azata, I have a pet dragon, so there's that too. And Gold Dragon is pretty damn powerful. Or I could become a living legend. The living legend is very unique. If you go down this path, you end up effectively completely losing everything you've gained when you followed whatever mythic path you had at the start. The Song of Heroic Resolve, the life-bonding friendship, the songs, the mythic feats, the mythic abilities, the various summons. Aivu, you lose everything short of, like, the first 2 levels. Everything else is gone. In exchange, what you get is a higher maximum level. No longer is your maximum level in the game 20, like everyone else and every other player and every PC who plays. Instead, your max level becomes 40. And it takes half as much experience to level up, which applies retroactively. Your level becomes double what everyone else's level is. Permanently. You can't become like a level 40 fighter. You do have to multi-class. But it is something really strong in its own way. And I'm sure many of you are wondering. I'm streaming this on Twitch at the moment, and I'm already seeing people debate right now. Some are saying don't let go. Actually, a lot of people are saying don't let go of the powers, keep them. And I'm going to say this here. I have played this game multiple times in the past. I have played through the Aeon path from beginning to end, becoming a true holder of law and order, and bringing everything to a proper end with everything right where it should be. I have also played through the demon path, channeling the powers of the demon and becoming pure and becoming incredibly evil and ravaging through the land and turning the crusade on its head. The first run I did, which was purely all my own choice and what I would have done, I chose the angel path at the beginning. But when I came to this choice, I chose legend. Because I had wanted that from the beginning when I heard about living legend. Standing up on your own and basically showing the gods, fuck your powers, fuck the gods, fuck the demons, I'll show you why I'm mortal and why I will make you fear me. From an aesthetic standpoint, the legend is incredibly great. And it tells you so much about things, and you learn quite a bit. For this playthrough, I'm going to take Azata. Because I am the kind of person who wants to see things through to the end and see all the various paths, I want to see what happens as you follow Azata all the way to the end, and see how the story continues, changes, and those different things. If you want to see how the story can end in these different ways, how it feels to become a living legend and purge yourself of the abyssal corruption, or how it feels to be an upholder of justice and turn the world into how it is, or even how it feels to be a motherfucking dragon, that's on you. I will allow you to play through the game and see how you want to see it. I'm not going to show everything. I'm just going to show this path. I shall be an Azata. And I'm leveling it up right now. Another mythic feat. Let's see. Improved critical, actually, probably a good idea. I mean, more criticals actually would be really good. We'll go with improved critical, I think. That'll work great. I did I was looking at one of these. Incredible. Which was the other one? I'd have life bonding friendship, super speed. All skilled is really good. Let's see. I will get another superpower later. The magic, no. Incredible might. I'm not going to take zippy magic. That's no thank you. Marvelous endurance is a lot of mythic, is a lot of fast healing. And when I'm crit, I gain temporary hit points and DR10 if I have less. This one, let's see. Morale bonus equal to their mythic rank on attack and damage. So a +8 for attack and damage. When the Azata hits with a charge, which I'm not going to do as much since I'm mounted. Can decide to lose these advantages to instead bolster the physical abilities of all companions, granting them a morale bonus on all attack rolls equal to effectively +4. So it's basically a difference between me getting a +8 to attack and damage, or all my allies getting a +4 to attack and damage. Pretty good. But I'm thinking I'm going to take all skilled. It's going to make sure my skill checks are better. I think. No. Actually, the attack and damage is really good. I'll go with Incredible Might. I get the last level 2 spell. Can't take any others. Level 3 spell, I guess Crushing Despair. Level 4 spell, Force Repentance. Another level 5 spell. We've already got Constricting Coils. Mind Fog could have use. And level 6, what do I get as an Azata? Chain Lightning, okay. Joy of Life. The Azata summons the power of life itself. The Azata and their companions' attacks deal holy damage for 1 round per 2 caster levels, and it restores all companion spell slots up to 5th level. Oh my god! All spell slots up to 5th. That is powerful. Protection of Nature. The Azata envelops themselves and their companions in a shroud of swirling leaves. While they remain under this effect, all attacks against the Azata and their companions suffer a 50% miss chance. Additionally, they become immune to cold damage, and whenever an enemy casts a spell against them, the enemy takes 1d6 sonic damage per 5 caster levels the Azata possesses. Okay, so, I mean, it's 5 caster levels, and I effectively have 5, because Mythic, so that is basically 1d6 cast sonic damage, I think. Not that much. Unless it's actually per my actual level, in which case, holy shit, that's a ton of sonic damage. But it's probably not. Rainbow Starfall. The spell functions like Call Lightning Storm, except the Azata invokes a Rainbow Starfall. Every star deals 1d6 per 3 caster levels points of acid, cold, electricity, fire, or sonic damage, depending on the greatest potential damage, taking into consideration immunities and energy resistances. You may call a maximum of 15 stars. Okay. Songs of Steel. This spell grants the target an additional 2d6 plus the Azata's caster level sonic damage for their first weapon attack in a round, a +2 bonus on caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, a +2 bonus on all concentration checks, and increases the DC of saving throws against all their spells and abilities by 2. So that's a big buff for a couple rounds per level. And Winds of the Fall. The Azata creates a 30-foot cone of leaves that deals 1d10 slashing damage per 2 caster levels to all creatures within the cone. A creature that suffers damage from the spell must succeed at a will saving throw or become intoxicated for 1 round per caster level. Whenever the creature under this effect makes a roll, it rolls twice and chooses a worse result. A successful saving throw reduces the duration of this effect to 1 round. So 1d10 per 2 caster levels to all creatures, and they become intoxicated, whatever that means. Okay, some of them are interesting, and I can get, let's see. I don't know why it says not to take overwhelming presence. I've seen how good it is. It's actually very powerful. I'm going to take that one. And let's see. Greater Song of Discord. That's just immediate. Ooh. Litany of Madness. The target is confused. The next round after receiving the effect and every round after that. If the target fails its save and continues to be confused. Okay, that's confusion. Okay, let's go with Greater Song of Discord. That sounds like it'll be fun. Okay. There we are. The choice is made. All you have to do is announce it to everyone. Perhaps I could have rejected this power. But how can I abandon my people and my dragon?
Your pride will destroy you, and perhaps all of Golarion with you. But I shall not intervene now, so as to avoid causing even more suffering to this world. Farewell.
Lady Arena's experiment goes on. You know, girl, if it is successful, I will immortalize it in my encyclopedia, and I will mention your name too. If that happens, then I suppose I'll finally have to try to remember it.
It would have been so foolish for you to reject your powers. So many victories, so many achievements lie ahead for you. Well, go now. Capture Arilu, and prove which of you is making the best use of her invention. I'll be watching you.
The Demon Lord blows you a kiss and disappears. 2 days have passed. Oh! There's spots of flowers. They're just growing. Flowers, grass, butterflies.
Adventures can wait.
Grumbling under her breath, Anevia picks a burr from her clothes, wipes colorful alchemical goo off her sleeve, empties acorns out of her pockets, and shakes something that looks suspiciously like confetti out of her hair. Just look at this. You left the city at the mercy of the Free Crusaders, and see what they've done? I don't know if they're manning the defenses or rehearsing a circus act. But I'm not really mad, of course. You all gave the demons such a thrashing they probably haven't even come to yet. With the greatest respect, Commander, what your band of followers has done to our barracks, it's nothing short of a travesty. I'd only just finished putting things to rights, and now they've made huts out of the pallets, bonfires out of the cabinets, and garlands out of flowers, bottles, cultist blades, and who knows what else. But aside from all that, you won a fantastic victory. What are you growling about? I was the one who asked for a house made out of beds. I'm a dragon. I need a lair. You know what, Ivu? You're right. You need a lair. A house made of beds? A bit of an odd lair, but sure. Now we just need to get you a bunch of shinies for you to sleep on. Did everybody make it through all right? Dresden's still standing, kinda. Although who knows how long for with these crazies loose in the place. They're as happy causing all-around mayhem as they are thrashing demons. Well, I'm glad to see that life has been restored in the city. Me too. You can smell it in the air, even. Feels like spring already. Ivu turns her head and takes a decisive sniff. So, let's get down to business. What's the situation at the front? Unknown. Her Majesty mustered all the troops she could, raised the Sword of Valor, and advanced on the demons. There's been no word from her since she left. Perhaps she's boldly taking Iz even now. Maybe her bones have already been picked clean by demons. We don't know. And I doubt anybody except you will be able to find out. But that's not all. Baphomet's minions kept taking swipes at us. The scumbags are holed up somewhere at the Ivory Labyrinth, I'll bet, and they keep opening portals in different spots, dropping off a dozen units and then closing the portal before we can get to them. We lost more scouts than I'd care to admit before we figured out how they were pulling off that little trick. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe you could get to one of those portals in time? You could be ready for them somehow, so that when one opens, you get inside and crack some skulls. They might even be holding the poor Herald in there. If he's alive, you can free him. How do you feel after seeing the goddess in the flesh? My ears are still ringing from those trumpets. After witnessing that sight, I don't think I could be surprised by anything ever again. You dared to go against the goddess, and she forgave you. My mind can't comprehend it. I was worried your impudence would be the death of us all, but now I think that you are strong enough to stand against the abyss even without heaven's help. As you just heard, I have to catch a Rilu. Any idea where I should look for her? Not especially. She's been roaming the abyss all this time, but now that avenue's closed to her. Nocticula and the other demon lords are all slavering for a piece of her. I think she's someplace around here in the Wound. Some nasty little place like Iz, or maybe she went as far as Threshold. An entire army of demons enhanced by Nahindrian crystals is being sent here. It's being led by a demon named Mutasifen. Do you know anything about that? Scouts reported the movements of a large demon army far to the southwest of Dresden. They were marching across a dried-out lake. There used to be a Sarkorian holy place there, I heard. But where they went, nobody knows. They're not headed for us, that's for sure. At least not yet. Thanks for the report. I'll be setting off without delay. Good luck, Commander. Let's do what nobody else has managed. Kick the demons back to the abyss through the hugest rift you can find. Only, you know what? No matter what happens out there, make sure you come back. My gut tells me that soon Dresden will be playing host to weird and wonderful folks from all over the world. Somebody's got to be here to meet him, and sorry, but I don't want to be that somebody. Well, and somebody's got to show the regular Crusaders, not the free Crusaders, what springtime's like in the World Wound. In other words, make sure you come back. Are you finished talking about boring stuff now? Let's go and talk to our friends on the island now. We need to see how they're doing and ask them if somebody showed up there. Somebody we last saw in the abyss. And anyway, it's been a long time since Aranka gave me candy. We've got to go. It's important.